My dear Capricorns, here is the card reading for 2026 for you. If you have planets, especially Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus in Capricorn, or if your ascendant is Capricorn, then there might be something for you here. I asked for 3 cards from 3 decks, but I've got 2 from 2 packs and 1 from 1. Starting here, it all started with the loss card, which sounds pretty negative for a start. However, it shows a couple of things, and if you check the image itself, that person on the top looks like it's throwing things into this loss. Sometimes we suffer from loss, so something will come in 26 that you might consider as a loss. However, it jumped out together with the letting go card, which means that it's only up to you whether it's you throwing things or letting things go, or whether life is taking it from you. So it's all the matter of your perspective, which is very good from the point of view that if you know how to let go, which is many times really, really hard for earth signs and for like also some water signs like Scorpios, but for Capricorn especially, because you've built your whole life for success. And sometimes it's hard to accept that the loss that happens to us is to clear space for something new to come. And sometimes it's something better, sometimes it's just something new that our soul wants to experience in this lifetime. So, what's interesting here is that although you might lose something, depending on you, it can be you who initiates that loss. It can be you who says, okay, I am in acceptance mode, I am connected, and I'm trying to let go. And maybe you can speed up the process even, and you are the one who destroys all these around that are not necessary anymore, and you let them go, and then you welcome the new, which is also mirrored here. In this mirrored soul, there will be a person this year in your life who is like a mirror of you. This is a really deep spiritual connection with another soul, and it has 2 aspects. It's always challenging and rewarding. It can be really painful, and it can be really something that you release. So the double-edged sword like this is also there. So it's not just that you might experience some loss on a material level. There will be the same processes, the same energies will happen in your head, in your heart, in your soul, which is great from cohesion point of view, because as within, so without. So you are building that outside world based on what's inside. And this might be a really tough connection with this person, but also something that is very fulfilling. And this person probably will highlight parts of you that you try to hide so deep that nobody can see it, not even you. But this person will trigger it, so you will see it. And if you have some issues with any kind of self-worth, self-love, your soulmate will mirror you. And many hidden things can surface. The question is, what will you do with it? And that's where we got the balance card, which is a pretty good sign that you will find that balance and how to navigate these tough times when you are tested and challenged. And however, it can be a really, really beautiful partnership. This will be a very, very growing partnership. It's not just stagnation or anything. No, it's going to the deepest of you. And hopefully by the end, both you and the other person can embody all that unconditional love that you both have for each other and for yourselves as well. And probably hurt will come, because when mirrored souls are coming, or you can call them twin flames as well, sometimes they mirror us and they mirror the good and the bad. So sometimes it's really hurtful, but whenever you get hurt, I would recommend not to react, but go inside and see what is hurt inside, what is triggered inside. And it's consider it as like an invitation to go within and find that wound itself and heal yourself first. Because if you are the mirror of this soul, then whatever you heal, that soul will heal too. So you are doing it for two. Whatever you do, it will have an impact on both of you. And usually the not the end of these journeys, but the end of the learnings that we have for each other is that we are coming to a place where we accept, we love with compassion and more understanding. So it's definitely a rewarding journey, and it's a great gift. So sometimes you might gonna trigger that person, and you are giving them a gift as well, and you will see how they will reflect whatever you gave them back to you or back at you. But definitely both of you will grow, and you will become better, able to see all the aspects of you and your life. And I guess that growth will be like step by step and in balance, because the next card tells me that you try to keep everything actually in balance, and it doesn't seem like effortless. Also it doesn't seem or doesn't feel like forced either. It feels very natural, very flowing, very very intuitional. And there will be this balance of giving and receiving. So that mirroring souls, they will help you. You need to receive and give a lot this year. And keep your balance. Whenever you are unbalanced, then try to get back into your balance. And don't force it. Definitely not with your strong mind, but more with your heart and your soul. And when you find yourself, then it will be a good time to celebrate together, because if one of you celebrates and says, hey, I just went through this, I understood it, I changed it, and I'm a bit different and will be different, then it's good to communicate it with the other one, because maybe the other will really, really welcome it and help you to go and grow even further. And I just look at and to appreciate each other's vulnerabilities, each other's values, each other's worth, and the bigger love can grow out of it. Work-wise or career-wise, I've got the perfect fit, which talks about finding the right path, the fit with the soul, which is really nice because, as I said, so as within, without. That means if you grow in your soul, everything around you will change as well, and you will find either the ideal job or the perfect fit inside your current job, or maybe a new career path that it's fitting with who you truly are. And remember, you are meant to be here. You always have a purpose, even if you don't see it at that moment. So let's see what else is here as a guideline. So according to which path Capricorns shall or will go in 2026, what is the most important for the soul, because it's gonna be a very mixed year for you, depending on how you perceive your loss, how you perceive your mirrors, how you perceive yourself, actually. Let's see. The magic of nothingness that came out. It's a really tough one, I think, for Capricorns, in a sense of you are building your whole life one step at a time and almost hierarchically many times, but becoming nothing after all you have achieved, it feels like no way. But hopefully this connection will help you also to experience that nothingness, that kind of nothingness that has the magic in it, because it's free of judgment, it's free of hierarchy, it's free of everything you've known before, and it gives you breathing time. It feels like you will have a touch of that magic and understand so much more creation is coming from nothing. Okay, let's see the way of thinking. What kind of guidance we have? We've got Ariadne. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Well, that's a really good one, because this is tough, but you have to go through. Your soul knows it. Your soul chose to be here now. Your soul chose to experience all that and chose to have the free will to decide whether you consider it a loss or whether you let it go on your own. So even if it feels like a labyrinth, Arene will know the way, because it is easy for her if you trace or track your route. Okay, some kind of practical advices we will get. What to do, how to achieve that balance in 2026 for Capricorns. What will help them to make it with more ease and grace and with more being in the flow. Okay, we've got a couple one. First is the rainbow bridge. Embrace your uniqueness to bridge gaps in your life, foster connections, and bring unity and harmony those around you. Yes, sometimes it's gonna help you when, regardless of this pain and this kind of mirroring and the inner changes to balance it out, you bring it to others. Bring harmony to others around you, because their energy will be reflected back at you. There is freedom. Don't be so hard on yourself. What else would we say to Capricorns? You are many times you're so hard on yourself. But if you can free yourself from judgments and expectations, regardless if it's yours or others, then you can have that freedom. Because actually, most of the time, we imprison ourselves. And that means we are the ones who can let ourselves out. Let all those wrong or old-fashioned or not serving anymore judgments and expectations to go. Bye. And then the third one was the flame of passion. Dance to the beat of your own heart, and love will follow. So this will not just be like the tough times of the mirrors, because sometimes it's not only tough, the good things, like everything that is good in you will be reflected back at you too. Probably you have some passion inside you that will come back at you, and you will enjoy it. You will dance in that feeling. You will immerse yourself in that fiery passion. Okay. Let's see, although we have that one person that's soulmate, let's see if there are other people in your life who are coming. Hoo-ha. There will be many important people in your life this year. One is the Panther, somebody who is very powerful. One is the Squirrel, somebody who has self-worth. And there is the chameleon, who can act as if, who can adjust and align to the circumstances so that they survive or they hide or they flash out to show themselves off to the other one. Choose me type. So they can do both. And then the wombat. Be at home. Whatever home means, this person likes being at home. If the home is their house, or the home is their soul, or the home is just around their loved ones, whatever home represents, that's the home body. Okay, let's see what each person feels about you. So let's see the Panther. How does the Panther feel about lovely Capricorns? Who is this person? Let us know more about this person's feelings. Okay. But flying high, feeling infatuated, or having an intense affair with that power is not surprising. Some heartstrings, strike a chord together, but with harmony. And the other one was harmony. So being in tune with each other. It might be the person, you have this flame together. It really sounds like it is the person who has the power, who has the flame. It might be even a fire person. So can be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And you are getting on well. It sounds like, the first phase of a relationship when you are infatuated, everything feels good and in harmony, getting along, easygoing. That's nice. Let's see the squirrel, who has the self-worth and believes in his or herself. Okay. This person is coming around, hoping for another chance or wanting to try again. So this person you might have known from your past and coming back to, let's say, that's about the love stories, to communicate something to you. Probably regretted whatever that he or she said to you. Maybe that belief in themselves was a little bit over the fence, saying it was more egoistic than only belief. It's someone who has something to say to you, but maybe even that whatever they will say will come down as a tough love. It is still love, but their ways might be different from yours. It says what it needs to say, but might not say it in a way that you would welcome it. But we'll be around you. Let's see the chameleon. Act as if that person. How does that person feel about Capricorn? We just got one. Adventures. Travel, change, plans, having new experiences and making new friends. There might be a new friend coming through your holidays, through your travels, to your work travels, and somebody who is really light. First, when I've seen this chameleon spirit, for me, the Gemini came to my mind. So that's a really airy sign. And they love adventures and having new experiences and fun. Or also Sagittarius likes adventures, and this person is really it might be a really accommodating person who is easily aligned with anybody and easy to get on well with. Okay, last one. Hang on, 3 jumps all at once. What is that it needs tending? Pay more attention to your life to get results. So it's a homebody and needs some nourishment. And then, yeah, sure, questioning past actions and current decisions, and has some doubt and hidden desires. For me, that says that there is this person who has it feels like this person got hurt and closed down. Maybe that's what it also represents, that it likes being at home, Home meaning the person itself, not necessarily the house, but really closed down, become more introverted, and has more secrets now. But it's not because they are full of secrets, but because they don't dare to show it. They are unsure, they are questioning, they are it's kind of the exact opposite of that fiery panther who has the power and knows what it wants and goes out. It's way more extroverted. But this person might be really introverted, maybe because of the hurt that happened between you two, or maybe because it had happened before to that person. And the only way to make that person is to give more nourishment, depending on if you want to or you are able to give that. Not sure. um but the person is unsure about all the decisions made, basically. On the other hand, don't forget about that the wombats, they live in burrows. They make it for themselves and they like it there, but they are also very playful when they are outside. They are crazy little critters running around, and probably that's the inner self of that person too. So I wouldn't say not to give it a chance because they don't show you straight affection, but rather being very patient with it and with him or her, and see, just see. Let's see if they can unhide themselves or if they can come out of their burrows and play with you. And maybe this chameleon, that's what came to me, maybe this chameleon can help pull that person out and make it more playful, make it more adventurous. Maybe together you can go on to the adventures that can help that person as well, if you want to help that person. Um, but yeah, seeing that, let's go back to the rainbow. That foster your connections and bring unity and harmony to those around you. You might want to do that actually. You might want to really pull that person out to the world and bring them back into the flow. But this is a very great variety of people here. You know, the hiding one, the chameleon one, the powerful one. Yeah. And the little squirrel. You will have very interesting relationships in 2026. That was it for today. I hope it helped, and I really hope you will find the way to cope with everything and get the most out of it, as you usually do, Capricorn. All the best. Bye.